name is Charlotte Page and I'm an assistant project surveyor at Willmott Dixon Construction. My role is site-based, so I work as part of a project's commercial team, and our overall role is working with the site managers and the operational team to the cost management of a project, essentially making sure that we are on budget and we don't overspend. So a typical day for me can be very varied. It can depend on the stage of the month that we're at or the stage of the project. So for example, at the beginning of a project, there's quite a heavy focus on procurement. So we need to place all of the packages, so that's the subcontract orders for all of the works that need to happen out on site. That includes setting up the scope of works, agreeing costs for the works that are going to be happening, and then actually getting the full order contract documents in place, ready for them to start on site. And later on in the project, so at the later stages, when all of the procurement has been done and everyone's actually working on site, there's a much heavier focus on the sort of day-to-day changes that might be happening within orders. So there might be design changes that happen or things that happen out on site, so there needs to be a change to the order, and we'll work with the site team to manage those changes. In terms of monthly schedules, we have to do monthly reporting, so each month we have that process that goes round, and we also have the valuations have to be done. So we have to do valuations for the supply chain partners that are working on site. So I will do, for the packages that I'm managing, I will do valuations, agree costs for what works have been done and then pay them for that. And then we also have, based on those works that have been done, we have to do our valuation up to our customer as well. When I left school, I had absolutely no idea I'd end up working in construction. I initially just thought I can do maths. I went to university and did a maths and business based degree, working on that, thinking I might work in accountancy or something like that. I wasn't excited by it, but that was just what I thought I could do. So I kind of went along that route. When I was at university, I realised that probably wasn't what I wanted to do, and after I'd finished that degree, I actually sorted out some work experience in construction. Initially looking at sort of project management roles, but realised when I was there I was able to speak to other people, and realised that the sort of commercial side of things and the surveying roles were probably much more suited to me. My skills and just my personality just seems to suit me better. So that was what I then focused on. I joined a construction company on their graduate scheme. Went through that, and whilst I was doing the graduate scheme I also did a master's conversion course for construction. So that was Masters in Construction Cost Management I did, which is obviously available to people. If you've done an undergraduate that has nothing to do with construction, that's what a lot of people are able to do. So I mean, it might be simpler if I'd have gone straight into a construction course, but that was just the route that I took. That was how I ended up going, and that's how I've ended up where I am now. What I like most about my role, I think, is the variety. The variety in the fact that, each day isn't exactly the same ever. You've got sort of the monthly reporting that goes round, and you've got the procurement at the beginning of a project, which can be a bit more intense or can seem quite busy, and then you have times where it's a bit quieter. But I really like that, and also I really like the variety, the fact that throughout my career I'll work on loads of different projects. Obviously, depending on the duration of the project, you can get some projects that last for 10 years or some that are 6 months. So it can vary a lot, and you can sort of get involved in loads and loads of different projects. Like so far, I've worked on student accommodation projects, I've worked on road projects, I've worked on schools, and I'm now working on a leisure centre. So there's already been quite a lot of variety in what I'm doing, and I'm really enjoying that. And I think I really like the fact that you can see the impact of what I'm doing. So Obviously at the start of a project, particularly this one, like, it starts with an open field and there's nothing there, and then by the end of it, sort of less than 2 years later, there'll be a brand new building that people can use. And I really like that. I really like actually physically seeing the impact of what we're working on as a team, and I like knowing that I'm part of that.